13th, so it's the 13th day, 13th day of our calendar of cookies, of Advent calendar of cookies. You know, whatever. So today we're making melted snowman cookies. And no, I'm not following a specific recipe. I'm using sugar cookie dough from Deceptive Desserts, and I'm using mostly orzo flour in it because I really like the taste. I think they work great in sugar cookies, and it's all gonna be in the decoration. So I'm going to use a marshmallow to make the head of the snowman, then a lot of icing to make it look like it's melting, and I'm using 2 pretzel sticks that I bought at an outrageous price because they were gluten-free and I was desperate for gluten-free stuff before I realized I didn't like pretzel sticks. But I got them, so I'm gonna use them to make the arms. I'm gonna use Smarties for the buttons, and I just realized I'm supposed to have a face. It's going to be a problem for later me. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So that pretty much there is not going to be a hat. There's too much to ask. But first I have to bake the base cookies, and I could cut them in circles. Usually when I saw melted snowman designs, they were on round cookies. But why make it easy on me when I can make something fun, like a puddle, as it's a melted snow puddle. Like, it would be so fun to have the icing actually pull out of the cookie, but I'm not very comfortable with it, so I think I'm going to shape the cookie like a puddle instead. Anyway, I've got the cookie dough that I made earlier because I didn't want to make it in front of the camera for no good reason. Here it is. I'm not using a lot of it because I don't need a lot of it. I'm not going to make 3 dozen cookies. I'm just going to make a reasonable amount of it that takes reasonable amount of time to decorate. Because I've been there before. Doing that again. If you hear something in the background, it's my cat begging to be let out. I'm not gonna do that. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not wearing my dreads today because my scalp and myself need a break. I wore them for like 3 weeks straight. I'm so done with it. But you know, I wanted to have continuity in my advent calendar videos, so I wanted all of them to have my dreads on, but I need a break. It's darker than you would want for sugar cookie, I guess. But it's the orzo flour, you know? I think. Also, I did put a lot of vanilla in it, if I remember correctly. So that probably didn't help. See, I knew you were going to stick. You bitch! Okay, I'll admit it's not a lot though. How many cookies do I really need? If I make 4, I'm happy with it. I can raw dog it and do it by hand. And it doesn't have to look perfect, so I have a lot of leeway on I'm shaping them. It's pretty nice. And I know this dough recipe, I know they're not gonna spread, they're gonna be nice and keep their shapes. And that's fine. Let's bake those. And I got 5, look at them. They're they're so cute. They're gonna be so cute as snowmen. Okay, let's bake them. They're baked and cold and a little golden around the edges because I think I overbaked them slightly. But I'm good with that. I've got pretzel sticks. I've got marshmallows. And I've got little Smarties. I've got green and red. And I decided that for the eyes and mouth I was going to use chocolate, so I haven't melted yet, but I will. And yeah, so the marshmallow are just a tad too tall for me. I don't want them to be that big, so I'm going to cut them in half. And then stuck them there. So they stick pretty well. But since they're melting, I kind of want to add a little toasty goodness to them. And that also help them stick a little better. There, a little toasty. There's something absolutely mesmerizing about toasting marshmallow like that. And because I have 5 cookies, I get to eat half a marshmallow. If it isn't beautiful. If it was like the only recipe I would make in like a week, 2 weeks, obviously I would make a lot more than 5. But with 1 cookie recipe a day, 5 is more than enough. I already have a lot of other cookies to eat because I didn't like the bacon ones all that much, so I still have a lot of them. Now for some royal icing, I'm not going to thin it out because I want it to work with me instead of against me. So it's pretty stiff, but I think I can work with that. Baby's cold outside. By the way, there is Die Out playing in the background because Christmas movie. Did you know that Leverage made an episode where they recreated Die Hard, and it was hilarious. It was like the mastermind saying, okay, we're in a pickle, we're stuck somewhere and we need to get out. So we're going to make the cops believe that one of us is actually a cop and is trying to help them from the inside. And the cops fucking buy it. As in, they have no self-respect whatsoever. And it's hilarious. Like, it should feel completely irrational because who will recognize Die Hard? Especially cops. But again, that is kinda realistic because cops are bastards and most of them sign up as cops out of a fantasy that they're going to be the bad guy, the good guy, that they're going to stop terrorists, that they're going to do the right thing and shoot, and it's going to be good because that's what they're supposed to do, to save lives. And they want their life to be like Die Hard. given the reality of being a cop, they cannot completely let go of that fantasy. So if indeed a con man plays into that fantasy and gives them what they want, which is, the feeling that they are living within die hard, they are hooked. So I'm buying that. But it's still hilarious. One Smarties, 2 Smarties. And the chocolate will wait until this is a little more set. So yes, there is a Die Hard episode in Leverage, and it's fucking hilarious. By the way, this is not even the central plot of the episode. It's just a side thing, and the cops buy it. They eat it like it's fucking chocolate. And it's fucking hilarious. And every time I watch it, I'm like, no, they wouldn't be that dumb. But then I realized they would be that dumb. Because we can accuse cops of a lot of things. And being stupid is one of them. By the way, they're trying to use AI to catch the CEO's killer, which is hilarious to me. Because of course that's not gonna work. It's AI. It fucking sucks. But also I don't mind because I don't want him to get caught. I think what he did was the right thing. Not some twisted fantasy that cops have. Killing CEO is morally correct. And we should all do that in our free time. It's harder to smooth out since it's so stiff. It's too salty. I don't like pretzels. I like the soft kind. More like because it's like bread. There's something in my kitchen that smells amazingly good. I don't know what that is. But that's pretty frustrating. Possibly the cookies. But I have literally the nose on it. And it doesn't smell like that. It smells meaty. Like cooked beef. So obviously it's good. Anyway, you probably shouldn't be political on YouTube like that. I don't care. That's how I was raised. And even I didn't keep a lot of things from my childhood and from my parents. I did keep that. Fuck capitalism. And fuck rich people and fuck cops. Most of all. Ah, it's the shape I wanted. It's not spinning anywhere. Not bad. For someone pretty much winged it. Maybe it's the icing that smells like that. It would be explained by the fact that my nose and my sense of smell and taste have been really weird this year. I mean, that Lonely Chicago pie just tasted like fucking liver pate, and that was weird. That was really weird. And my garden dirt smelled like chocolate, which was just weird too. Okay. icing is done, I'm going to let it set for a while for it to dry out. Then I'm gonna dry the pieces on it, and I'm going to eat them because I really want to. They are hard to the touch, not fully hardened everywhere, but that's gonna take overnight, and I don't have that kind of time. So it's time for chocolate. You should see my cat right now. She's completely adorable. She's sleeping and roughly and cuddly, and I can't touch her right now, which is a crime. And I'm not handling it well. I've put a lap blanket on my living room coffee table, and she hasn't moved off of it since. It was like 2 months ago, and she hasn't moved in 2 months. No, she's not dead. She comes out just to eat, but apart from that, this is a spot now. This is where she belongs, apparently. I'm so happy for her. But I do miss the lab cuddles. I should probably try to do something for like the nose, the carrot nose. But also I don't want to, so we're gonna pretend that they don't have a nose. Not all snowmen deserve noses. That's the cruel law of baking. Yeah, not all of them are gonna be perfect, but I believe in them. They're kinda cute. Let's take pictures. They are so cute! I didn't take a picture of this one because it's the ugliest one, so I'm gonna eat it. And this way I can show off the prettiest one to my neighbor tomorrow. And she can eat one of them. Cookie is slightly overbaked, but it's still nice. I suppose if you like Brussels pretzel sticks, they go away with the icing. Can't wait to get to the marshmallow. That's so nice. There's soft surprise in it. It's just gooey enough, it's great. Very, very sweet. Lots of sugar. Worth it. See you tomorrow. And I'm gonna give a lot of kisses to my cat.